everybody, Brendan Coates here. A little bit of a different video, not in front of the whiteboard like you normally see me in front of. Today, I figured I would shoot in my sauna. So we're going to be talking about one of my favorite all-time wellness and biohacking tools, infrared sauna. Now, aside from making us sweat profusively and helping us relax and feel rested, there's a lot of health benefits that you may or may not be aware of when it comes to being in the sauna. So I'm going to be talking about a lot of the health benefits, as well as, if you stick with me all the way till the end of this video, I'm going to share with you some things that you might not necessarily know when it comes time to maybe choosing a sauna for yourself. You know, maybe you've been to a gym, or maybe you've been to a friend's house, or maybe you've been to a spa and you've seen all of these different types of saunas. So by the end of this video, I'm going to share with you some of the insights that I know and the things that I've experienced when it came time to choosing my own sauna, so that you leave this video feeling educated and confident, knowing what you want when it comes time to choosing your own sauna for your own personal space. So without any further ado, let's talk about the top 10 benefits of saunas. Okay, so number 1, it boosts our immune system. Number 2, it supports detoxification. Number 3, it increases autophagy, one of my favorites. Number 4, it actually promotes relaxation. Who would have thought? Number 5, can actually help you lose weight. Number 6, it helps sleep. Number 7, it can actually help reduce pain and a lot of systemic inflammation. Number 8, it's fantastic for our skin. Number 9, it boosts our mood. And number 10, it actually supports our gut health. Huh, who would have thought? So let's dive deeper into some of the benefits. Number 1, autophagy. So autophagy is a metabolic process. This happens when the cells of our body actually start to recycle and essentially consume old and underperforming cells. It's kind of like having an all-star team of cells in our body, and they're basically just cutting all the weak links and the underperforming cells so that basically our bodies can perform so much better. And one of the things that's important to remember when it comes to autophagy, it's part of our cellular health. We need healthy autophagy, and studies show that infrared sauna has actually been proven to increase autophagy in the body. And on an energetic level, when it comes time to sauna and understanding autophagy, then we also need to take into consideration mitochondria and mitogenesis. And saunas actually improve the health of our mitochondria. And basically, mitochondria is a fancy word for energy systems. And basically, all you need to know is that saunas help our cells and saunas help with our mitochondria. Okay, next up, let's talk about detoxification. Okay, so as I said before, saunas really help us sweat. And when we sweat out toxins. We sweat out heavy metals that have basically accumulated within our body over all of these years. And this can lead to clearer skin, this can lead to better digestion, and this can lead to essentially an overall better sense of health and well-being. So here's the thing that I want you to consider. Let's say someone is trying to recover from drug or alcohol abuse. A sauna will significantly increase the rate of recovery amongst individuals that are trying to detox from those substances simply by sweating out all of those old toxins. And also, it can actually help reduce the symptoms of withdrawal. So it's a double whammy. So there's a lot of new information showing that sauna can actually help reduce inflammation both systemically throughout the body and even within the gut. So what can that look like? That can look like improved digestion, that can look like improved nutrient absorption, and that can look like overall improved gut health. Okay, so now comes part of the video where I'm going to discuss a lot of the various different kinds of saunas. So for the sake of this video, I'm only going to go into the top 3 most popular kinds of saunas. There's the electrical sauna with the rocks. Then there's the wood burning sauna, and then there's also the infrared sauna. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the traditional electric sauna, and this is where you're gonna find some of the rocks on top of the elements. Okay, so I've got a crazy story to tell you. One time I was at a gym and there was this guy, he was laying on his back in the sauna and he's trying to reach behind in the electrical box, trying to trip the sauna so it would keep on turning on and get hotter and hotter. And everyone was like, dude, what are you doing? You're literally going to electrocute yourself. So I wouldn't recommend any of you trying to play, electrician with the back of inside of a sauna panel. Okay, so now that that's out of the way. So a traditional electric sauna, it uses elements with electricity, right? And you put rocks on top. And you can put a little bit of water on top of the rocks and that just makes it hotter with the steam. But it does use a lot more electricity. You can use electric saunas either inside or outside. They do sometimes take a little bit longer to heat up and they're not as efficient as some other types of saunas. But all in all, they're pretty good. This is where you're gonna see them like at gyms and places like that. Okay, next up, let's talk about wood burning saunas. These are my absolute favorite types of saunas. All right, so when it comes time to wood burning saunas, this is when you've got like a small wood burning stove inside the sauna. There's rocks on top, there's a chimney or a flute, and you've got to fill up the sauna with wood and you've got to light it on fire. And it takes a long time to get, hot and very, very hot. And you do have to worry about potentially burning yourself. You've got to worry about smoke. So it's not really that efficient. It does take a lot more work and there's a lot more maintenance involved. But one of the nice things with a wood burning sauna is it gets so hot. And when you pour water on those rocks, it almost can get like painfully hot. So be aware of that. But also you can't put a wood burning sauna indoors. It's more so an outdoor application. Okay, and third, infrared sauna. This is what I've got. Infrared saunas basically use infrared heat to produce the heat, which is directly absorbed right into the body. In fact, infrared heat can actually penetrate deeper than what like a steam or an electric sauna can do. So it's very, very good for our skin and our bodies. This basically can provide a more targeted heat therapy experience. Also, infrared saunas, they are a lot more efficient when it comes time to electricity usage. They're a lot less maintenance than traditional wood or electric burning saunas. And they can also be installed like anywhere, indoors, outdoors, small spaces, bigger spaces. I wouldn't necessarily recommend them for outdoors just because, it can be cold, but indoors, they're amazing. And they're so easy to set up. Okay, so when it comes time to the wood selection, this one here is a red cedar. I think, in my humble opinion, that red cedar is the best type of wood for saunas, and I'm going to explain why. So red cedar is naturally rot resistant. It's antibacterial, antifungal, and this type of wood is very, very resistant to high temperatures and humidity. So it can stand both steam as well as the dry heat. Also, this is where you get that traditional smell from that sauna. You're gonna get that from that red cedar. Red cedar is also insect repellent. So when it comes time to the wood, like I said, red cedar is the best. Then I would say it's basswood, and then the third choice would be hemlock. And then anything else underneath that, it's just like super cheap. There's room for glues and chemicals, and just basically a less quality lasting sauna. And so when it comes time to high quality saunas, obviously the higher quality you go, there's not going to be glue, there's not going to be chemicals, and the cheaper that you go, once it's really, really heated up, then you will start to breathe in some of those chemicals, as well as there's something called EMF, which is electromagnetic fields. And good quality saunas are going to have good quality wiring. They're not going to be using a lot of electricity, so they'll have low levels of EMF, whereas ones that are a little bit cheaper, like really, really inferior products or poor wiring, they're going to have higher levels of EMF. And we know that EMF can actually penetrate into our cells, disrupt our gut microbiome. So you really want to go high end and make sure you've got a low EMF and low glue. So overall, there's pros and cons to all three different types of saunas, right? There's the wood burning sauna, there's the electric burning sauna, and then there's the infrared burning sauna. And they all have pros and cons. You need to decide what you feel is best for you. And with this information that I'm sharing, I hope that you're able to make a educated decision, and you're going to feel confident knowing whichever decision that you do, knowing that it's going to be best for you and your health goals and the targeted heat therapy that you're looking for. And like I said, if you're looking for that real traditional smell, honestly, go with the red cedar. Now, if you're interested in trying out an infrared sauna for yourself, I highly recommend checking out relaxacare.ca. They offer some of the best saunas in Canada. And if you decide to purchase a sauna from Relaxacare, you'll also receive a special offer from me. This is an exclusive offer, okay? You're not going to get this from anywhere else. Here's what I'm offering. If you choose to get your sauna from Relaxacare, I'll personally coach you in my gut rehabilitation 6-week program. This is where I'm literally going to hold your hand every step of the way, and I'm going to teach you the tools, and I'm going to provide you with the knowledge to properly execute a weekend detox, obviously complemented with your nice brand new sauna, of course. I'm going to address your gut, and I'm going to literally lift the veil when it comes time to truly understanding nutrition, your gut health, how to heal and seal a leaky gut. I'm going to provide you with 30 days worth of supplement that'll actually support your immune system, help reduce inflammation, help support your gut, strengthen your immune system. All of this is exclusive just through Relaxacare. Okay, now you've got all this information about saunas, but now you want more information about me and my gut reset program. So click the link below. That'll take you to a video where I'll explain my exact process on how you can completely recover from a leaky gut, how you can lose weight, reduce inflammation, all by following my 6-week program. And like I said, I will hold your hand every single step of the way, and this can really improve your health and well-being moving forward. So with all that being said, thanks so much for tuning in. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Hit a like, hit a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Gut Whisperer out.